Tuesday, March 17th of 2026. Welcome to another Beadaholique live class. I'm Floros, and you guys, I hope you're feeling a little festive today because after all, it is St. Patrick's Day. I hope everybody had a great weekend. Your week's been off to a good start. And we have a little fun celebration on a Tuesday. You know, got to celebrate St. Patrick's Day. Hello, Thaisa. Hello, Michelle. Yes, I hope everybody's got their green on. You know, that is incredibly important because we don't want to get pinched. But maybe you want to get pinched, so you're not wearing green. That's a conversation for another day. Happy Tuesday, everybody. Welcome again to another Beadaholique live class. Tell me, are you celebrating St. Patrick's Day? Are you wearing something green? Are you wearing some St. Patrick's jewelry? Are you just, you know, going out for a green beer later or going to an Irish pub and hanging out with people? Tell me what you're doing today. Let me see who's here. So we've got Michelle and Thaisa both today moderating the show, so you can chit chat with me and with them. Hello, Monica from Rhode Island. Hello, Tanya. Hello, Mimi from Cambridge, Massachusetts. Hello, PJ from Florida. Amy King from Kingman, Arizona. Hello. Does it count if I am holding a green cup? Michelle asks. Michelle, I will give you a pass on a green cup. Considering for many years I never wore green on St. Patrick's Day, Michelle, you can get away with a cup. Francie and Casey is here. She's saying, happy St. Patrick's Beading, friends. Jane from Long Island is here. Hello, top of the morning to ya. Christina Roca is here. Let's see, Kathy is here. She says she's wearing fun green earrings. I love that for you, Kathy. Kathleen is here. Rhonda Z is here. Hello, Rhonda Z. Let's see who else. Texas Tracy. Hello, hello. Bobby is here with some flowers. Thank you. Big Easy Mama is here. She's saying, all of the above. Irish Channel, New Orleans, Louisiana. Thinking maybe that's where you might be going. I don't know. Rhonda Z says she's working at home, but she's wearing green. I love that you're representing, Rhonda. That's great. Carol Ann is here from South Jersey. Texas Tracy says she has her lucky green shirt on. I love that. Karen says she's got nice green for St. Pat's. Ruth Alice, hello, hello. Happy St. Patrick's Day. Chris is here. Susan J is here. She says she's wearing green pants. Don't pinch her. Okay, we will not pinch you, Susan. Karen says, we just need some green eyeglasses. That would be fun. I would be all about that, Karen. Jane says she's making Irish soda bread as we speak and making corned beef later, wearing bracelets with Czech clover beads. Oh my gosh, Jane, you're doing it all. You've got it all going on today. Carol Ann says she'll wear green when she goes grocery shopping. Okay, that's good, Carol Ann, because you don't want no strangers pinching you. That wouldn't be bad. Or maybe you do. I don't know. No judgment here. Let's see. Hannah from Iceland says, we don't celebrate St. Patrick's and I don't own anything green, but I have green jewelry. Okay. Well, Hannah, that's wonderful because, you know, it's jewelry. So we love that for you. Let's see who else. Hello from Atlanta is saying hi. Monique Daly is here. Hello. Ellen in New Jersey is here. Ruth Alice says, I'm out for lunch with friends. Catch you later. Okay. Well, I hope you're enjoying your St. Patty's Day. Gloria Buford is here from California. Gosh, there's a lot of you guys here today. Holy smokes. Linda in Boston is greenish here. More turquoise. Green is not my color. Okay. I love green, and this is more of like an olive green, so I think any color green works. So if it's turquoise green, Linda, I'm with you so much. Angie is here. Jane says, celebrating my half Irish heritage. Awesome. I don't have any Irish in my blood. Marla says she's wearing green clothes and earrings. Angie says she's making a green necklace today. That's awesome. Oh my gosh, I'm still not to the bottom of the comments. Jane says, good morning from Montana. La 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 la. Michelle says, I confess I look like a leprechaun if I wear green. It goes with my red hair. Michelle, I don't think you would ever look like a leprechaun. I mean, except a cute leprechaun, maybe. Let's see. Monique is saying, I'm with you, Jane. Corned beef and cabbage done. Soda bread done. Potatoes and carrots done. Working on Guinness chocolate cake. Yum, Monique. Guinness chocolate cake. Hello. That sounds amazing. Now I'm hungry. Okay. Let me get to the bottom here. Gina loves green year round. You guys are so chatty today. Thank you for that. Thanks for being here, you guys. Let's see. Hello from Atlanta says, I think we all just love your shout outs because we love you. Oh, that's amazing. Thank you so much, you guys. All right. I think I'm to the bottom. So as a quick reminder for everybody, it is St. Patrick's Day, Tuesday the 17th, and we are still in closing sale mode here at Beadaholique.com. So everything is 50% off, you guys. And I was planning some shows, and here's what happened. I was planning shows and I was going to create something, but then I just kept finding all this unusual stuff, interesting stuff. And I thought, let's just do a show where I say to you guys, you got to have this. Like, get this while you still can and get it for 50% off because there's some cool stuff still available, you guys. So, everything that's in the show today should be available, although it could sell out in the course of the show. So you can always click on that shopping bag icon. It could be somewhere different depending on your device that you're using, but it's sometimes over here on your phone. So if you want to see everything that's in the show and get a head start, you can click on that. You can shop the show while you watch if you're watching at beadaholique.com/live. So I'm going to flip the camera down and I'm going to show you something green to start with. And I think these are so cool. So there's a couple reasons why I love these. One, because they are green, but two, because they legit look like an avocado. So these are check polished drops. They're 16 by 12 millimeter opaque olive, and they're a fun, like, table cut bead. So it's very flat and shiny on the front. And then on the back, it looks like an avocado. It's got this fun finish on the back. It's a little more rounded on the back, but tell me these do not look like avocados. I dare you, because they do look like avocados. They are so cool. So you get a strand of 6 of them. So if you just want a fun little avocado earring, or you want to prepare for your guacamole that you'll have for Cinco de Mayo in a couple of months, then you can grab these little avocado beads. They are so super cool. Angie, you agree? I think they do too. So these are really cool beads, and they don't have to be an avocado design. You could literally string these on to some beading wire, put some spacers next to them, and you've got this at the base of your necklace. Super, super fun. Taco Tuesday earrings, Thaisa, yes. Oh my gosh, I'm going to make tacos for lunch today, you guys. I'm going to do some carb-free tortillas and make some tacos for lunch. That's what I'm having. So this is just a fun bead. I thought you should see that, especially if you need some green in your life to celebrate non-St. Patrick's Day green. All right, this is gorgeous. I can't believe this is available. Hello from Atlanta says they also look like cat eyes. Yeah, they kind of do. Okay, this bead is absolutely spectacular. These are Prestige crystal beads. So if you know the Prestige brand, it's high quality, beautiful crystal. And this is a number 5621 twist bead. It is 22 millimeter and it is called a twist bead because it is a kind of a coin shape, but it's got like a little twist to it. It's hard to show that on camera, especially with a clear bead, but this bead is has that like step faceting on it, and it is also twisted. So it's got all kinds of dimension, and this would make a beautiful pendant. You could just put this on a head pin and call it a day. Wire wrap up top, yes, Dee, it is gorgeous. Look at the faceting. This is 50% off. And if you normally wouldn't pick up a Prestige piece because of price, well, now's your time to grab one because 50% off, you can get this lovely piece home. It is so, so pretty. Ellen in New Jersey says, I love these. They are very cool. I think they are too. So this is a gorgeous bead, super big, 22 millimeter, but you know, it could be just a big focal on a bracelet. Ooh, look at that. If somebody saw this on your wrist, they would say, what is that? I mean, it's spectacular. So I couldn't believe those were still available. If you're interested in that, it is a great find. So as soon as we are done with St. Patty's Day, you know the shift is going to be to Easter. And I know not everyone celebrates Easter, but I thought even if you're not an Easter person, you might be a bunny person. Now, this is a set of 3, and these are adorable. So I love a little whimsy. These are 16 millimeter bunny on black lampwork disc beads. So each one is going to be a little bit different. And the bead is a black bead. So on one side of the bead, it's polka dots. So that's super fun. Absolutely the cutest. Then around the bead are these raised green little bumps. And then you have the cute bunny face. And one of his ears is flopped over. He's just the cutest bunny ever. And you get 3 of these. So you could make a bunny bracelet for yourself, and maybe one for your granddaughter, your niece, your daughter, your sister, your mom. So cute. This little trio of beads is adorable, and I love a good lampwork bead. I think they just add a little bit of character to anything that you create. So this, I think, is super fun. We've got plenty of time to create for Easter. So this is fun. Grab them at 50% off. What a great deal. And you get 3 of these cute, cute, cute bunnies. Look at them. They look so happy and cheerful. I love that. I love a good cheerful bead. Okay, I've got a few prestige things in the show today because I really have been kind of into the whole prestige thing lately. And again, I wanted to show you something that I was surprised was available. Now, this is a little hard to see because it is an absolutely crystal clear 6261 prestige asymmetrical devoted to you pendant. Now it has that prestige generous hole up top that is so easy to use jump rings with. The way that they cut their holes are so helpful to jewelry makers because you don't really have to worry unless you've got too big of a jump ring or too small of a jump ring in diameter. You don't have to worry about that bead hole being nicked or cracked or anything like that. This is a gorgeous little heart, and it is that asymmetrical design. So it's got that kind of big, one of the edges is a very large, exaggerated, and it will hang kind of down asymmetrically. So this is super fun. Not your traditional heart, but that amazing faceted quality. It's double, it's faceted on both sides. So it's just a gorgeous, beautiful heart. Hello, Nicole B. Welcome. So this is, again, 50% off prestige heart. It is gorgeous. Absolutely gorgeous. Now, for something completely different and interesting from prestige, this is a little tiny guy. It's going to be a little tough to see, but let me let the camera focus on that guy. This is a little prestige crystal star. And it's number 3754, if you know the prestige crystal colors. It is iris. And this is a star flower bead. And it's 5 millimeters. And it is a little flat crystal. So on the back, it's silver lined. And it's drilled through the center. So this could be sewn on somewhere. This could be in a bead embroidery project. This is so cool. Yeah, it is a really nice little star, Nicole, and the heart too. This is just really cool. This could be stacked on a head pin. Let me grab a little head pin over here. This could be stacked on a head pin. So this could be, one of the pieces that you stack onto a design. You could take your head pin and actually curve it so that that little star shows up and sparkly in the front. But this is just a really interesting little piece to work with. I have a larger one of these in the show. I'll get to that eventually, and I'll set this one aside. Maybe I'll remember that I'll show them next to each other. Now, stepping away from prestige, these are completely different, but they are completely cool. When I opened the package, I was surprised at the size of these. And what I love about these is that they are really interesting and you can customize these. So these are 61 by 38 millimeter geometric multi-triangle design with cutout pendants. And I'll show you, they're wood. So they've been, darkened around the edges, and then you have all these cutouts. Trying to see the best way so you can see how all of these little sections have been cut out. These are really fun. So this would be great for a Southwest design, a tribal design, maybe even a little bit Art Deco. So these kind of could go any direction, and they could even look like a little stained glass with some paint pens or colored pencils or acrylic paint. You could come in and paint these, and that's what makes them custom. So they could be a big earring, because these are big. This takes up a good portion of my palm. But these could be a big statement earring, or they could be a pendant. And I do believe this is a pair, so you get 2 of them. You could invite a friend over, grab your paint pens. You could each paint one, do your own favorite colors, do some bohemian pinks and mauves and turquoises, and do some really, really fun things with these. So this is just a really fun little deal. And they are just a plain wood on the back. So maybe you don't like the front, you like the back. That's something you can play with too. At 50% off, these are just a fun little neat thing. I love a jewelry making component that also allows you to do something with it and make it your own. You could bling these up, glue on some fun flat back crystals or rhinestones, do all kinds of fun things with these. So I would grab these, even if you don't know right away what you want to do with them. This would be a fun project someday when you're in the house. Maybe it's a rainy day and you need something to do. Here's a fun little project. So I love those. I thought those were fabulous. And then I saw this and I thought to myself, sometimes we just need a little reminder that we can change our mood. We can be happy and we can have happiness if we get this charm. So we can have a little happiness. And this is an absolutely beautiful, nice quality charm. So I love this. And honestly, I only got one of these because I wanted to make sure everybody had a chance to get these. Diana saying, could you show the silver rhinestone curved? And I'd like to see them. I'll finish this one and then let me see if I can figure out what you're asking for. I have to dig through my piles. But you can always, if for some reason I can't find them and you have to go, you can always come back and check later and watch the replay. So this is, I would take 2 of these and just put them on an ear wire and have people ask you, what do your earrings say? And you could say, happiness. I'm spreading happiness by wearing them on my ears. But this would also be pretty on a charm necklace. You know, when you put all those charms on your gold chain or a silver chain, you could do a beaded necklace with a pretty happiness charm. This is a nice quality. This is the back. So it's got like a little textured back, but this looks really rich. It looks like it's a much more expensive piece than it is. And at 50% off, you can spread some happiness to other maybe friends, family, create some simple earrings or a little charm bracelet. Super, super cool. So let me see if I can figure out, Diana's saying silver rhinestone curved beads. Okay, Diane, you guys hang with me one second. Silver rhinestone curved beads. Oh, I think I see what you are asking for, Diane. Diane, if you're still there, is this it? Is this what you're asking about? Give me a shout, because this is the rhinestone curved tube bead, and it is has an open channel in the back so you can see it, but it has a nice large hole, has these beautiful rhinestones embedded in them, and they are, you can kind of feel them a little bit. They're not terribly raised, but such a pretty piece. So if you, I'm just going to grab a piece of wire. This is a hard wire, but if you put this on wire, you could just put a couple of like flat, little flat spacers next to them, or they would like look nice with some large hole beads next to them. This is a really lovely quality. It's 36 millimeters, silver plated, and it's really beautiful. You do get just one, Diane. They are sold individually, but it's a really lovely piece, and at 50% off, it's a great deal. So you could do a bunch of these. You could do 3 of these in a bracelet and put beads in between. All kinds of fun things you can do with it. It's a really pretty piece. I love that it feels really nice. It just feels like good quality. All right, let me grab my next stack of things. So I've got another prestige crystal bead, and I got more than one because I wanted you to see what these look like kind of together. So I'm crazy about these. These are a really interesting bead. I only came to know these recently. I did not know that Prestige did 2-hole beads, and I didn't know that they had 2-hole beads that were spiky. And I think those are just fabulous. So I've already got my fingerprints on them, but let me show you the features of these. So there's also, I think there are other colors, but this is metallic light gold. Here's the 2 holes. So this would be, pair nicely with other 2-hole beads if you've got them. It's got that, that very sparkly coating on the top. That little spike is spiky, but it's not going to hurt you. And then the back is more of a transparent, so you can see all of that faceting from the other side. Super interesting. So the color, if you know Prestige Colors, it's number 5062. And these are really fun. So you could take these, and maybe you just want to use 3 of them. And you could put beads, seed beads in between or other beads in between. And you've got this fun sort of sparkly rock and roll, super fun beads to work with. I love a 2-hole bead. So it's just fun to kind of experiment and do some fun things with them. So I think that's a fun bead. Let me set that aside. I'm going to turn my fan on. You guys, we're going to hit triple digits this week in Arizona. So it's warm out here, friends. Okay, wait till you see this green. So if you had this green before today, this is a great green for St. Patrick's Day. And these match my shirt quite nicely, I must say. I am madly in love with these. These are also Prestige. I gasped when I opened this package up and saw these. The color here is 5203 olivine. These are 18 millimeter and the shape is a polygon. So it's sort of this abstract bead, but these would look so incredible. Candy, I know it's freezing there. I wish we could find like a way to share. Like you could share some of your cold. I could share some of my warm. We could meet somewhere in the middle. That would be amazing. Angie, these are gorgeous. This is probably one of my favorite picks from the show. These are absolutely amazing. And because the facets are all sort of going in different directions, this is going to pick up light like nobody's business. So literally you could take a head pin maybe, put that bead on, wire wrap it, put it on an ear wire, and you've got an instant earring. So this color, I'm telling you, will make you swoon. It is so, so pretty. So, so pretty. So I'm crazy about that. That is definitely one of my favorite things from the show. Then look at these, you guys. So maybe you need some fun, easy components to work with for earrings. I don't know if we've showed these before, but they are super pretty and super fun. These are 25 by 15 millimeter crystal embellished ornate drop charm pendants. And these do come in a 2-piece set. So here's an instant set of earrings. Again, just grab your ear wires, open up that loop on your ear wire, drop these on, and these are so fun. They're like a antique brass, and they look like this on the back. So they're just plain on the back, and then they have this little trio of rhinestones. So it's kind of a little bit rustic, a little bit romantic, super, super cute. 50% off for a set of 2 of these. So cute, so fun. I love them. So that's really fun. I would grab a few of them, and I would even consider putting like a bunch on a necklace and have them all dangle down on a necklace. That would be super swanky, super fun. Wouldn't be a show without some seed beads. So I wanted to show you these because this color is so incredibly cool. And the Ico Precision Cylinder Toho seed beads are incredible. So the quality of these is amazing. Yeah, Santa Barbara girl, hi, I didn't see you come in. They do kind of look vintagey. So this is a beautiful, consistent quality seed bead. And I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this open. Let's see. Yes, I can. I'm going to put this in a little tray. Let me put that in a tray so you can see this color. So just a few of them in this tray. So the color here is orange lined lime. So you can kind of see the lime on the beads that are facing upwards. So where you see the holes, you can kind of see the green glass there. But then you've got that orange, which is kind of a reddish orange. It's not like a carrot orange. And when it's combined with that green, it creates a really interesting look. So these are 11Os and they are incredible. They are going to be beautiful for a seed bead project or used as spacers, whatever the case may be. These are beautiful. I absolutely love this color. It's magic. So I'm thinking that's something you guys might want to play with. Now, I found this. Now, how many of you have ordered something and in your mind's eye, you thought it was going to be either smaller or bigger than what you thought? As long as I've been making jewelry, I still do this. I still find something and I think it's going to be a certain size, and then I open the package and it's either way bigger or way smaller. But in this case, I thought it was going to be smaller. Angie's saying yes. I thought it was going to be smaller. Dee says often. But I opened up my package and look at this. OMG. So I thought it was going to be small. And I would have loved it if it was small. But you guys, this is huge and it's fabulous. So Michelle says all the time. Hannah says, oh yes. Always, Francie says. So this is and I guess I probably should have read the description because the description says jumbo on it. I guess I didn't. It's a jumbo oval scallop cutout cherry wood pendant. You guys, this is definitely one of my top picks. They're not kidding, jumbo. I mean, it takes up like almost like half my hand. It is a big one, but it's so cool. And the possibilities here are exciting. So I thought about trying to play with some crystals in advance, but I wanted you to see what you were going to get. You could actually get your crystal applicator out and put some crystals on this, and you could hang that. I see Christmas ornament, sun catcher. Yes. You guys, this could be a beautiful, just wall hanging, decorative thing. This could be a cool purse charm. Yeah, probably won't fit the wrist. Definitely won't fit mine. But it's lovely. I would still consider this as a pendant. I love the idea of this as a pendant. It seems very boho to me, very boho chic. And I love the boho vibe. So I would definitely think about, wearing this as a wrapper's necklace. Oh, Santa Barbara girl. A coaster. Yep. You could paint this too, you guys. You could paint it all one color. You could paint it with, like polka dots. Come on, why not? I mean, it could be anything, but this was so surprising to me. And I guess I missed the word jumbo in the description, but I'm always like kind of doing too many things at once. So yeah, but it is so cool. And I think whatever you do with it, it is a neat thing to have. Again, like those other wood pieces, these guys, you can paint them. You can sit around, grab some paint pens, you could put some nail polish on it, drill a second hole, make a boho belt. Yes. Oh my gosh. So fun thing, 50% off. It is 82 by 60 millimeters, jumbo oval scallop, cut out cherry wood. And it is a really nice quality. Like I've seen some wood components that I'm like, this is really nice quality, you guys. Really pretty, neat thing. I was so excited when I saw how big it was. I'm like, that's cool. Okay, another prestige thing. I'm in love with these. I made a project with this style bead in a different color a while back, a few weeks back, and I think it is fabulous. It's another 2-hole bead by Prestige, but this one is bigger, and it's a square. It is a number 5628 square stairway 2-hole bead, and this is the amethyst color. So there's your 2 holes, and it has that stairway cut. So it has these little facets that look like steps or rungs of a ladder. This is just a spectacular bead. So perfect for a double-stranded bracelet. If you want to just string one of them or several of them, this is a beautiful, of course, prestige quality crystal bead, and that purple color can go with any season. So this is so beautiful. Really incredible, and 50% off. That makes my heart sing a little bit. And here's the other star. So this is also, answer the phone. Yeah, I have a landline in here. No one ever calls that, but today they happen to call it. So look at this guy. This is a larger one of the Prestige Crystal Stars, also number 3754 like the other. And this one is 7 millimeter. So it's got that incredible faceting. It's flat on the back, has that silver on the silver lining, and then I'll show it to you next to the smaller one. The small one was 5 millimeter. Here's the 5, and here's the 7. So you could stack these. You could stack these together and do fun things with them. So let me just show you that really quick. I think I threw out an idea to use these at holiday time in different colors to create like a Christmas tree. So if you had enough of them, you could create a tree. But this would also make a little flower design. This could work for if you do like your beaded plants. That is all the rage right now. You could take these, to get these on here. You could take these and create beaded flowers like that, and, you know, do whatever you want to the stem of this. Thanks for the hearts, you guys. So that's something fun. So they are stars, but they kind of look like flowers. So two different sizes I wanted to show you in today's show. The smaller is 5 millimeter and the larger one is 7. So fun, so pretty. Okay, now for something completely different. Everyone should have a monkey bead. I'm just saying, everyone should have a monkey bead. Look at these. These are check glass monkeys. I smiled from ear to ear when I opened up this package. You get a whole strand of them. So here's my strand. And these are opaque beige. They are 14 millimeter and they have a gold wash on them. So there's our little monkey. Let me grab one of them off my strand here. So here's our monkey. He's super fun. He's kind of crouching down, and then there's the detail on the back. These are adorable. These make me go bananas. Oh, Texas Tracy. All right, so this is kind of where the size on my wrist. You could just do one monkey, or you could do a monkey earring. So you could take your monkeys, just put them on a head pin and wire wrap them, and you've got the cutest monkey earrings ever. And, you know, this would be fun. Maybe make a stretch bracelet for your niece or your daughter or your sister. And yeah, they're super cool. And Santa Barbara Girl says he needs some banana beads. Francie and Casey, no offense, but those monkeys have always got to creep me out. You know, I think you either love monkeys or you don't. You know, I mean, I think some monkeys are kind of creepy, but I think these guys are kind of cute. They're fun. So I'm just showing you stuff that you guys need to know about in case you have always thought of a monkey bead, or maybe you didn't know you needed a monkey bead and now you do. So just saying. All right, this is cool, and this is something I'm sure most of you will probably like compared to a monkey. Chongo wants banana. They also look like little bald men crouching down. Oh my gosh, Texas Tracy. Okay. This is more on the elegant side. So we're going to step away from the crazy monkey and look at this beautiful little charm. This is an 18 millimeter gold plated with clear crystals moon charm. And I think this is absolutely lovely. Yes, it does look like little Punch. I've been following that story, Hannah. I love that little guy. So cute. So this is the little moon. If you flip it over, it's bright and shiny on the other side. So it's super pretty on the other side as well. I would grab a couple of these and put them on ear wires, but this could also go on your charm necklace or your charm bracelet. So all of those designs are still so stinking popular. So it really is a lovely little piece. At 50% off, I would grab at least a couple of these. And, you know, celestial jewelry is always in style. There's always celestial things floating around. So that's a fun one. And then these are cool. So I've shown these a couple of times, but I don't know if I showed this color. These are really neat beads, and I think we still have them in a number of colors. So these are little enameled tubes. They are 6 millimeter and you get 10 pieces. This is the turquoise color. And I think these would be lovely for working on bracelets. So if you just want some fun, colorful beads for a bracelet, grab these. I think there's an orange color. I think there might be a yellow color. This is just fun. Combine these with other things, some crystals. Debbie K says yes, and you could dangle one of the little stars from it. Yes, that would be fun too. These are useful. Yes. So I think a little tube bead often can create a fun look. If you've never used them with head pins, they kind of create a fun little look on a head pin. So you could do dangles with these. You could do an earring with these. They're just, and they're nice. They're nice quality, and the color is super rich and bold. So a little pop of turquoise can never hurt anybody. So this is fun. You get 10 pieces of these in each pack. They are 6 millimeter, and they do come in other colors. So those are fun. And then I love, love, love this pendant, and you'll see why. This is a love pendant. I think this is pretty fabulous. So much like we were spreading happiness earlier, let's spread some love. This is a 35 by 12 millimeter love charm with a bail, and it is gold plated. It's super shiny. So it's got a bail. It's got one of these little fold over bails on it. Yes, it even has a bail, Taisa. So that can either be something you like or you don't like. But if you don't want to, you can remove it very carefully. Just use your pliers, pull that apart, and you could use the bail for something else. But you could get 2 of these and get, put them on an ear wire, easy earrings, and you can just have a love pair of earrings. I know, Hannah, we do, and that's primarily why I felt compelled to show these to you, because the happiness charm, the love charm, let's spread that wherever we can right now. So this is just a very pretty piece, and it's super shiny. So my fingerprints are probably already on it. I'm trying not to touch it anymore, but this would go so beautifully with so many things. Put it on a charm necklace, put it on a beaded necklace, and you've got such a lovely touch. Francie says the enamel beads have lots of colors and 2 sizes. Yes, I forgot. There is and also a little smaller one. I think the smaller one's probably 3 millimeters or 4 millimeters. I don't remember. Okay. Here's some other fun goodies, you guys. Speaking of charms, this is one of my faves. So this is a really cool 16 millimeter antique pewter lotus meditator charm. So we need some love, we need some happiness, and sometimes to get there, we need some meditation. So we've got this little like yoga position, infinity, lotus flower charm, and the back of it looks like this. So you could wear it in this direction or in this direction. And it's such a nice little charm. It feels really good. It's a great quality. So if you do yoga, you might be especially fond of this, or if you just like the symbolism of lotus flowers or, that kind of meditator thing. It's just calming. So this would be a fun one for you for your charm necklace. Just a really pretty little charm. Okay, here's another prestige piece, and this is another one of those spike beads, but this one is square. So we looked at one that was not square earlier, and now we've got this little square one, and it is a single hole bead. So this one has a cool spike on it, and this one is metallic blue. So this just has all of that beautiful blue. I mean, depending on which direction you're looking at, it could be all different shades of blue. And it is a single hole. The other one we looked at was 2-hole. Would be a cool choker bead. Yeah, it would, Santa Barbara girl, for sure. So this is number 5061. If you know the prestige colors, it is a square spike, a single hole bead, super interesting. And that spike is spiky, but it's not going to hurt you. I promise. Yeah, the color Rosetta is it's so very cool. All right, here's some more 2-hole beads, but a whole strand. And this is a great green for St. Patty's Day or otherwise. And this kind of is, again, in that like avocado color. Michelle says a pyramid for my Monopoly board. Yes, it could be. It'd be very small on the board, but everybody would know that it was yours, Michelle. Okay, this is a Checkmates lentil bead. It is 2-hole. It is 6 millimeter, and it is the color Pacifica Avocado. So another shade of avocado. We had these guys earlier. Oh my goodness, these would go great together. And the olivine color, prestige bead would look pretty too. Oh my goodness. So these greens sing to me. This is so cool. This would definitely make a fun caterpillar bracelet. If you want to make something fun, you could do your caterpillar, and this could be the caterpillar head. Do the whole caterpillar, and then it has a sparkly head. So much fun. Does the enamel 2 bead come in different colors? Yes, it does. I don't have them in the show, but maybe Michelle or Thaisa could grab some of the other colors and the other sizes and drop them into the shopping bag for you, because they are really beautiful, Debbie. You would really enjoy them, I'm sure. So these 2-hole beads, Checkmates, go with other Checkmates, other 2-hole beads, and they have just a nice check glass finish on them. Super pretty. A snake, definitely a snake or a caterpillar or whatever kind of long, slinky critter you want it to be. Here's a fun strand of crystal beads. Oh my goodness. So these are so super pretty. So these are not prestige. I believe these might be like a Chinese crystal, and they're a round, and they are 4 millimeter, and they are so incredibly sparkly. They're dark indigo AB. So that dark indigo blue is lovely. And then it's got that AB that makes them just incredibly sparkly. I mean, absolutely incredibly sparkly. And you could do so many things with these. And you get a big, long strand of these at 50% off. I'd probably grab a couple of these because they are just a beautiful color blue. Blue is still the world's favorite color, and they are just spectacular. All that faceting, a nice glass bead, super pretty. So 4 millimeters, if you're interested in those. I know it really is fancy. I think it really is cool. And if you want to add a little metallic accent, if you want to maybe make a bracelet with that, but you want something metallic, look at this guy. This is so cute. This is a clear crystal rhinestone cube bead. Now it is marketed as something for 2mm leather, but you could absolutely put some spacers next to this, and you can put this onto a bracelet with beads like this. So this could just be your accent bead on a simple bracelet. We did some fun whimsical bracelets with stretch cord a few weeks back now. And this would be perfect to hide your knot for a stretch cord bracelet with a little bling on it. So you could do all the same beads or a bunch of different beads and then just add one little metallic piece with those beautiful, pretty little rhinestones. And there's rhinestones all the way around this cube with that little kind of dotted metal detail around it. Super cute little bead. I would grab a couple of these because it would be great for those stretch cord bracelets, and it does fit on 2mm leather if you are working with leather and creating a leather design. Christy, it is so pretty. I think it's like on the website, it maybe doesn't look so interesting, but when you open it and see it in person, it's really a pretty little bead. I think it's fabulous. Super fun for all kinds of things. Now, here's another one that the size I was not expecting. So I love making jewelry with connectors. It's one of my favorite things. I dig it so much. And when I saw this, I saw the dimensions, 33 by 41mm. It's a scroll design pendant connector in antique brass, but it's so much bigger than I thought it would be. This is super cool. Now, if you like something vintage inspired, maybe you just like something really, just really elegant. This is a cool connector piece. So it's got all of this kind of scrolly vibe, maybe a little bit of a floral vibe. The back is shiny. And yes, I love this too, Santa Barbara girl. This was the reason I picked it was I love this kind of thing for earrings. But if you don't like a big earring, this is great for a pendant. They are sold individually. Ooh, Chris says she got it in silver. It's very pretty. I don't know if silver is still available, but this is a cool color. It's got 3 loops. So you could do a couple different things. You could put it on a necklace and attach each side of your necklace to these loops. You could actually put jump rings on the loops here and string it onto a necklace. Then you have this loop at the bottom where you could wire wrap on a bead or a charm or something. And then the other way you could do it is you could orient it this way. Add jump rings here, attach this to a bail, and you could drape some chain around the bottom here. You could do little charms, little dangles from those loops. Lots of possibilities with this. And if you have 2, you could use this as kind of a, from a two strand to a single strand necklace. So add your 2 strands of your necklace and then create 1 strand down here. There are just so many things you could do. Go from single strand to double strand. Really a cool thing, but they are sold individually. I just got 2 to show you the ideas of what you might be able to do with these. So those are interesting, fun, very cool thingies, components. And then I wanted you to see these because leaves are always popular no matter what time of year. They're mostly popular in the fall and in the spring. Maybe in the summer too, because you have all of the botanical things that you might do in the spring and the summer. You need some leaves with your flowers. This is a set of 10 pieces charms. 17mm leaf charms. These come in a gold tone, and the gold is gold plated and the silver is rhodium plated. These are double-sided. They are nicely detailed. They're super shiny. So you could use one and save the rest. Just put one as an accent on a bracelet. You could make easy earrings, or you could put them all onto a charm necklace. And then if you like the rhodium, these feel so nice. They have a nice sound to them. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but they are just a nice quality. Again, double-sided. These are the silver tone in rhodium plating. So I would get these in both colors. And then you've got lots of leaf charms for all kinds of fun designs. Santa Barbara Girl says chains on the far ends, drop on the end for Victorian earrings. Oh yeah, so you're still on those connectors. Yeah, there's so many things you can do with those. I love them. I'm going to play with those because I love them so much. So those you have to grab because you'll need leaves along the way. And then if you're looking to make some flowers, how about some petal beads? So these are check rose petals. They are 14 by 13 millimeters. They are luster stone, topaz, and mauve. We've got a bunch of colors in these, but I thought these were particularly pretty because they do look like rose petals. They are a rose petal shape, but this color also looks like a rose petal. So if you've never worked with these before, they have a hole up top, and you can there we go. They have a hole up top, and they have kind of an indentation in the center, and they have the same finish on the back of them. You get a ton of them. I think they might come on a strand, but you could do all kinds of fun things with these. These could be attached with a little bit of wire wrapping or some jump rings. Raspberry jelly. Oh yes, they do look like that. And you could make your little, your beaded flowers with these. I like to stack them up and let them kind of do their thing. So they will group together and move around, and they could even, kind of splay out a little bit. So if you like something that moves around, it's a great fidget kind of bead. So Gina says she'd like to see a show on different ways to use them. Gina, I'm going to put that on my list. If we've got enough of these available in stock, that might be fun to do. We could do some beaded flowers and all kinds of fun things. I've even got a necklace that I made with some of those featured. So I'm going to set those off to the side so I can remember. That's a great suggestion. All right, here's another fun component. We're going to go a little bit long today, you guys. Just got a couple more stacks of goodies. This is a fun connector. It's a 2-hole connector, and it's hard to see the 2 holes because it's very, very hammered. So it's a hammered look, textured half circle, 27 by 15 millimeters. They are sold individually, but these would be great as connectors in necklaces. So kind of that, we did the 2 for 1 or 2 to 1. This would just be a 1 to 1, but great for earrings. I love them for attaching an ear wire and then wire wrapping a bead to the bottom. Rosetta wants to see the 2 beads. So hang on a second. Drop a little pearl in the center of the rose petals. Yeah, you could do that too. Well, I'll put that onto my list. Rosetta, 2 beads. I think, are you meaning these guys? Are you thinking these guys? These 2 beads, Rosetta? These are the little turquoise enamel 2 beads. There's 10 in a pack. They do come in other colors. I think maybe the girls may have put them into the show, but I'm not 100% certain, but that's what those look like, Rosetta. They're so cool. These are beautiful. These are a nice quality bead too. I speak from the heart. They are a nice quality. So you could hang a 2 bead from these. Grab a couple of these, make some earrings, grab 2 pairs, make one for your friend. Here's another cool thing. If you like flatbacks, not all flatbacks are round. This is a Prestige Crystal 2205 Flame Flatback Rhinestone. So it is shaped like a flame. Look at the faceting. Look at the colors in this. You're welcome, Rosetta. This is a silver backed piece, and it can be glued on to whatever you're working with. It is a really cool piece. I love to do like something like this on a ring finding, maybe on a little bezel setting. Just really interesting. Santa Barbara Girl says, I see flower petals out of these. You could glue these on and make a bunch of them into a flower petal for sure. Just super fun. So these are interesting. I thought I would show you because we're so used to seeing our flat back crystals in rounds, but Prestige has some really interesting shapes, and this flame shape is so fun. I think it's just fun to experiment with something like that. So try those out, you guys. Here's another fun one. This is a set, and these are really pretty. These are a very cool foil round glass bead. You get 5 of these in a pack. They are 12 millimeter and they're amethyst color. So you get 5 of them. They have that like foiling in the inside. They're a really nice round bead and just really interesting. They almost look like they're like sparkling from the inside. So they've got that kind of glowy vibe on the inside. So these would be great for just some placement in a necklace or some bigger beads on a bracelet if you're doing a stretch bracelet or something like that. Really fun. Just a really cool thing. Laura says these are already sold out. I don't know if you're saying these, Laura, but you know, that's unfortunately we're in a closing mode, so things are selling out. That's why I encourage you guys, if you see something interesting, don't pass on it because it could be gone. Okay, these are super fun. I thought these were crazy cool. So you get 2 of these. These are 10 millimeter, I'll straighten them out in a second. 10 millimeter dangle lock and key large hole beads in rhodium. And these are so much fun. They are a large hole bead. Let's see if I can show you the hole. So there's the large hole, and it is a lock and a key. Now, what I would do with these rather than string them on is they've got this like the lock piece up here. I would put these on an ear wire and I would make these a fun earring. So super, super fun, super, super cool. And they are double-sided. So if you wanted to do an earring, you could have them facing, you know, the same direction or different directions. So cool. Oh, it is the amethyst rounds that sold out. Sorry about that, you guys. That's why we got to grab what we like and get them home. And that's why I wanted to do this show today, because some of these things are so cool and unique, and I want to make sure you see them. So get them while you can. Look at these, so much fun. These could also go on a bracelet. You could hide your knot under them, and you've got a little dangly piece for your bracelet. So this is a pair. You get a pair of those, and they are so cute. I'm crazy about them. Okay, here's another seed bead. This is also another Ico precision cylinder by Toho, and I love this color. So if you have those amethyst beads, if you were lucky enough to get those amethyst beads, this is an amethyst Ico. These are 11 O's, and this color would go beautifully. So if you wanted to use a few of these as spacers with your larger beads, look at that color. It's such a rich purple color. Gorgeous, gorgeous seed bead. And again, the precision cylinders are very consistent in shape. Not all seed beads are consistent. Unfortunately, they just aren't. But these Icos are very consistent, very nice quality. Matte silver lined amethyst, and they do, if you want to grab these, if you've already got the amethyst beads, look at how they go together. Super pretty. So just wanted to throw a few seed beads in the mix today. Make sure you guys grab some of those if you need them. Here's some fun beads. These are interesting. Interesting. These are 15 by 20 millimeter silver gray thread wrapped oval beads. You get a pair of them. This is a thread, like some kind of thread. Silk thread, I don't know, but they are a really fun accent bead. And I do think these may be available in different colors, but I like the silver because it looks metallic. So these could make earrings on a head pin, because they're lightweight. If you want a big chunky bead, but you can't wear a big chunky bead because it's too heavy, these are really interesting. It is the only color, Michelle. Okay. But I think these are super, super cool. Could you attach crystals to these? You could. I don't see why not. It's fabric-y, so they would adhere with some nice glue. But you could do all kinds of fun things with these. Could be for a big bracelet, could be a pendant, could just be a big focal bead on your bracelet, or on your necklace. Really fun. You get a pair of those at 50% off. Just fun to try out something different. Okay, here's a cool bead. I can't believe these are still around. This is a very cool metal bead. This is a 15 millimeter copper plated pewter organic flat circle metal bead. This has a very rustic vibe to it. There's the hole. It's a nice, generous hole. This is from a bracelet perspective, kind of a neat, just flat coin. Nice depth to it. It's just got this interesting rustic look to it. This would be fun just as a focal on a bracelet. Super, super cool. Cup chain to the fabric beads. Yeah, they would adhere to that. You could do all kinds of stuff. You could definitely, glue is going to adhere to those nicely, but because it's fabric, you are going to have to be a little bit careful. Because the glue could spread a little bit more than it could stain depending on the glue you're working with too. So this is cool. This is a fun bead, just a really neat accent. I would grab a few of these and I would just create some fun little fire polish bracelets and throw in this metal focal. Super cool. Really fun piece. Here is another fun thing, something that maybe you don't need every day, but a really interesting, cool component. This is a 10 millimeter bead cap with a loop inside. So it is a silver bead cap. It's got a loop up top, no hole, but then it's got another loop inside, which is really hard to show you because it's so shiny. Ooh, that's kind of a good shot right there. There's a little loop inside, so you could take and attach a strand of beads to this and then attach your closure to this. So maybe a lobster claw or something, or this could be attached to an ear wire and you could wire wrap a bead onto this. That's a little tricky to do, but this is a cool component to have. It opens up all kinds of possibilities. You could use it for a tassel cap as well. Rosetta, I agree. Super cool and 50% off. Just even, you don't know you need these until you have them. I need these. So that's something fun. I've got one more wood component for you. And this one, I think, next to that really big one, this is my favorite because this would make a beautiful boho design. So this is a 53 by 45 millimeter filigree cutout maple wood pendant. This is that nice light wood. It's the same on both sides. This would take paint. This would take you could do glitter glue on this to give it some glitter. You could do some rhinestone design on this. You could glue some cup chain on the outside of this thing. It's wide enough. This is beautiful. It's got a nice generous loop up top. You can make this a pendant, but you guys, this is because it's a light wood. It's a big earring, but it could be a big boho earring and super fun. So yeah, it does kind of look like a peacock. You could also hang it this way because you've got a loop up here and you could attach something below. So this could be a pendant for a necklace. Use some mixed media things for this. Add something fun to the bottom. Oh, you know what I would add to the bottom of this? I would add one of these. I would add this beautiful olivine bead to this. That would be a beautiful combination. Very boho, but very, very boho chic. So this is just a really, really beautiful wood component. I'm in love with this. I really think this is a fun one. Paint it, do whatever you want. It's really fun to work with. I think this might be my last prestige piece, but I wanted to show you this because it is spectacular. This is a cube, a crystal, faceted crystal cube. It is 8 millimeters. It is number 5601, which is light cyan shimmer. I could just stare at this bead all day. This bead is absolutely amazing, and it's probably not even showing up as beautiful as it really is, but it is a stunning cube bead. So sometimes just a single cube might look beautiful on a bracelet. It could look well as a little wire wrapped bead on an earring. You could showcase it in a necklace with a bunch of them. I mean, there's just so many possibilities, but this color is divine. It is really lovely. Heck, you could do this, you guys. Put that little bead at the bottom of that. This could be the earring right here. And this is not heavy. This is not heavy. So you can make a giant bohemian earring with that sparkle at the bottom. Just saying. You could, if you wanted to. Here is another fun charm for you. If you're looking for something sparkly, this is Shazam, a lightning bolt. It's 29 millimeters. It's gold plated with clear crystals, and it is so adorable. I love, again, a simple earring. Put this on ear wires. It's shiny on the back. So if it does spin around wherever you use it, it's pretty on both sides. So this is really a cool thing. I just like the lightning bolt vibe. It's just super cool. And you could tell somebody that they struck you by lightning. And you know, that's just kind of a fun little thing, fun little joke you could have with them. A couple more charms. These are tiara cast, you guys. There are still a few tiara cast things available on the website. This is a black finish, lead-free pewter quatrefoil key. This is really stunning. Keys are always popular, have always been popular. So is the quatrefoil design. So it's got that quatrefoil cutout. It's double-sided, and it's this dark metal, which looks cool with everything. Here's another way I would use this olivine bead. I would take this bead, I would wire wrap it, and I would attach that key to the bottom, and now I've got a cool earring. So just something interesting, something fun, but this is also the tiara cast quality. So if you're looking for tiara casts, there are still a few things available at 50% off. Really nice key charm, feels really good. Definitely is the quality of tiara cast. All right, here's another adorable charm, and we talked about needing happiness and love. We also need some peace, right? So here is a groovy peace dove pendant. This is 28 millimeters. It is a gold tone. It has some texturing on the back and all of those cute little rhinestones. Lightning bolt and love would word together would be pretty. Yeah, so you could get the lightning bolt, the love, the happiness, the moon, and this guy you could make a very fun charm necklace. You could even throw in a few beads, wire wrap your beads, create some drops with those, grab some of those leaves, throw those in. So you've got a lot of options from the show today to create a fun charm necklace. But this guy is so sparkly and pretty. These could be earrings too. They're a little bit bigger. But they would be a nice earring. They're not heavy. They're a nice weight, but they're not super heavy. That hanging from the maple wood pendant. Yes. You could do this, like this. Pretty, right? All right, you guys, 2 more things. This particular one is not available, but there are 3 others that are available. This is a super cool earring kit. And this is just a fun earring for the spring and summer. So when you're out there wearing, you're not wrapped up in a scarf, look at this fun earring design. It's called the Belladonna earring kit. This is the desert plain version. This one is sold out, but there are other colorways. I think there are 3 in the shopping bag. And you'll get the instructions, which will be folded up. So it'll give you step-by-step instructions. They're upside down. They're folded up in there, and it will tell you what tools you need. And then everything is bagged up. So the jump rings you need, this is primarily done with seed beads. There are some components in here, some head pins, and your earring posts, which are like a hammered metal earring post. So these are super fun. I love these earrings. They have that bohemian vibe, super dangly, super feminine. And if you're like me, sometimes you look at a kit and you say, you know what? I don't want to make those, but I want all the pieces. So I'm going to just break it up and add all of these things to my stash. And when something like this is 50% off, you won't feel bad about doing that. So, so there's your kit, Belladonna earrings. All right, last but not least, I love this, and I can't believe this is available still. This is a storage option for you. And I'm sorry for the plastic sound, but it is a butterfly. It's going to pick up the ring light here, so I'm sorry about that. But it is a butterfly. So it's got the wings, and it has the little closures here, and you have all of these fun compartments. So I actually filled one up for you just so you could see what you can do with this. It's got some nice deep compartments. And I've got some glass beads. I've got some findings in here. I've got some charms. I've got some chain. You could use this as a project box. So if you just want to fill your box with one project, all the pieces and parts, and carry it with you to a friend's house, you could do that. Or you could store all your fire polish. I've got like several colors of fire polish over here. Maybe you use it to store your head pins, or, well, head pins would really only fit here. You could store your jump rings or your clasps or your charms. So these are adorable. Butterflies are super special to me. So I love the shape of them. I love what they remind me of. So, and you can kind of hold onto it with the antenna up here. They kind of makes a little bit of a handle. And I just think it's super cute. So if you're looking for some storage options for some smaller things or for projects, this is a fun way to do it. Whew, okay, you guys with me an extra long time today. I still see there are a few of you left here. Thank you for hanging with me. This is just a show where I wanted to give you some ideas of things that are still available, and I don't know how much longer they're going to be available. Some of the things may have actually sold out in the course of the show. So here's the pro tip. If you have a shopping cart that you want to get to you, you want those items to get to you, don't forget to check out, because when you walk away from that cart, there's no telling if those things will still be there when you come back. So make sure you check out. And you guys, thank you for being here. Thanks for hanging out. I love to show you some of the wonderful things that we still have available here at Beadaholique.com. Everything is 50% off. I made note of the show for petal beads. I'll see what we have in terms of stock for those. And I do have a fun project coming up. I think next week's show is a project, so we'll do some fun things next week. But as you know, Julie is no longer doing her lives. She doesn't have anything planned coming up for her regular thing. She might pop in here or there, but nothing planned as of right now. So you'll see me next Tuesday at 10:30 a.m. Pacific, 1:30 p.m. Eastern. And I hope all of you have a wonderful rest of your St. Patrick's Day. Have a wonderful rest of your week. Thank you for the hearts, you guys. I'll see you soon. Please be careful and go make something.